Hey, Chris. Good. Glad it does looks clear to you guys. Okay, just on my screen it doesn't look that clear. I have a really quick and fast card to do for you guys. So today's Facebook Live isn't going to be that long. I do have a friend that is stopping by somewhere between 1 and 1:30. So I need to be available for her. So, okay, so what we're going to do is I have not used Night of Navy in a long time. At least I don't think, somewhere around Christmas I did. So we're going to use a Night of Navy card base. It's 8.5, 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then we are going to use some, I think this is Seaside Spray. And we're going to use some of that for some layering. And then I have another piece of Old Navy that I've already cut. Ooh, slinging it around. I've already cut it, but I'm going to show you what I used. And then we have a layer for that and some scrap for stamping and punching. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. And this is the stamp set that we're going to use. We're going to use Timeless Tulips. So we're going to use this image and probably these two leaves right here, the straighter stem, and I'm going to use this sentiment that says, "May the memories of yesterday comfort you today." So I need a couple of sympathy cards right now, and so I thought, what better time to do one? I don't think I've done a sympathy card on Facebook Live before, so I think this will be a good thing. Also, I am using the framelits or the dies, Stitch So Sweetly dies. Remember, you guys, I told you that these were my absolute favorite and that they were a must-have, and you're going to see another way to use them, and you're going to fall in love with them, and you're going to say, I have to have those because they're really amazing to have. So they go along with the So Sentimental stamp set, so each one of these fit in the labels perfectly. Yeah, they fit in the labels nicely, so that's what it was made for. I'm losing my train of thought, I don't know why. Okay, so like the Hello Baby fits right in there, and then To and From, For You, and then you can go back up to the next size, and you've got Yummylicious, fits right in there. Sending Healing Hugs, that one goes in there. And that sentiment right there would be really nice too, I think, for a sympathy card if you have the right sentiment for the inside of it. And then these here too, like for your friendship. I think that one's that one, but this one goes there. And then the bigger one, we'll hold that. And then the best part is that you don't even have to use this stamp set. You can use any stamp set you want. You can use them for layering, all kinds of things. They're awesome. I highly, highly recommend them. So this one right here fits for there. So it's really nice, really, really nice. And then you have these for other frames, for framing things out, and which we're going to use today. So I'm going to show you. So enough of that. Talky. Okay, so let me pull out the largest one. We're going to use that. That got caught right on there. Put those back in there. The stickies. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. So I have this piece of scrap cardstock right here. So what I did was I just laid this square, or this rectangle actually, right on there, and I ran it through. So I ran it through my Big Shot. So that's how I got that. Isn't that pretty? And it's stitched all the way around. Don't forget that these are stitched dies as well. So, and I'm going to save this because when I, probably over the weekend, I'm going to play with this, and I might come up with something really cool with it. I'm not sure. I'm going to try. So I'm going to move that out of the way. So we have our little layer. We have our card base right here. And we have our Seaside spray that we're going to layer on there like so. Actually, I'm going to turn this over. Just like, I don't like the way this cardstock is. Okay, so this is going to go on there. This is going to go here. This is going to go here like so. And we're going to stamp on this, but we're also going to stamp on here and punch. So let me move this in here. We're going to bring in some Pear Pizzazz. So I'm kind of doing like a tone-on-tone kind of, sort of, or monochromatic to where we're using blues with a little bit of green for the leaves. Okay, so I have, in the stem. So I have my stem, and I'm going to ink that up, but I think that what I'm going to do is ink my flower up in Old Navy, and I'm not quite sure how juicy my pad is, so not bad at all. Okay, so I am just going to stamp my tulip right up here, just like so. I'm using my piercing mat because this is the clear photopolymer, so you need a cushion to stamp with it. Okay, so I've got my little tulip there, and now I am going to stamp another one right there, just like that. So I think that's all the blue I need for right now. Yeah, for right now. But I need it for my for the inside of my card, but it dawned on me that I did not bring an inside piece for my card over here. So, all right, I am going to stamp my stem just like so. Then I'm going to bring in my leaves, and these leaves, there's two of them, and one points out, one points in. So I got to try to remember how it goes because I blocked them on two different blocks. So I'm happy with that one. And then this one. And I am going to put that one right there. Just like so. So we got that. So now I'm going to close this up. I'm going to bring in my punch. And I'm going to punch my little flower out. If I can see what I'm doing, that would be nice. Okay. I think that's, oops, it slid on me. Come on. Line up, line up. There we go. All right. So we're going to put that right on there with some dimensionals. So I've got my Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to place two of them on here. Take the backs off. And I'm just going to layer that right on there. Now, you know what? I think I want to offset that just a little bit so that you can kind of like see a shadow underneath it. Kind of like that. Okay, so there we go. And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to bring in some of this ribbon. This is the, what was this called again? The Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. And this is a 1/4 inch wide, is where the yellow, the Crushed Curry one, is the same type of ribbon, but it's wider. So it is 3/8 of an inch wide. So I love this ribbon. It lays so flat. It's easy to tie. I really like it a lot. And I think what we're going to do, I think I showed you this trick the other day, but I really have kind of sort of fallen in love with this. So I'm going to stamp this off. I am going to pull in some of the Seaside spray, and I am going to ink up my tulip, and I'm going to stamp this. Just kind of stamp this with that. I love this technique. You know, I'm going to have to find something else though, because I'm sure that you guys will probably get tired of certain techniques all the time. But this is just so much fun and so easy, and I love the look that it gives it. It's just such a cool look. And it's so easy to do. Now granted, you probably should do this when you first start your card, so that it will, hey Lynette, so that it will, I thought I saw someone say it's blurry, it's blurry. So that it will dry. So I'm just going to tie a little knot, or not a knot, but a little bow. Hopefully I cut it long enough. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, I just gave myself a knot. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Can you guys see how that ribbon looks? It turned out, I really like it. It's like a tie-dye look. It's really pretty. So there we go. So now I'm just going to give this a little trim and a little trim, and I'm going to put that probably right there at the bottom of the leaves. I think that's where that's going to go. And I'm going to use one of my mini glue dots. If I brought them over here, if I didn't, it's okay. I thought I did. We can use one of these. I put these in for my classes in case someone forgot their glue dots, so that they can have something. These are just my old paper pumpkins. They give you plenty of adhesives in your paper pumpkins. Which if you don't subscribe, haven't subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, that's a good thing to subscribe to. It comes monthly right in your mailbox, and it comes with everything that you need to make the projects on there. Isn't that cute? I absolutely love it. Okay, so now I am going to just glue this down. I took this right off of my class table because, you know, I got a class tonight. I had one this morning. I have one tonight. So I had to steal it from there for the live. And I had to unblock some of my stamps for the blocks for the live. So it's no big deal. I'll go in there and put them back on there, and it will be fine. Isn't that so pretty? I'm loving the way that this is turning out. And then I am just going to glue that down to this. Don't you love the way that everything coordinates? Look how the ribbon matches the matting or your layer. You call it a mat or a layer. I call it both. Actually, this could come down just a little bit more. Like that. There we go. And then what I could do, I think I am going to just pop this up. A lot of times you guys will see me pop this part here up, but this time I'm going to pop this whole layer up from the card base. And I like doing that sometimes because it just gives it a little something extra, and it doesn't really look like a pyramid, if that makes sense. Because if you have your flowers popped up, then this is popped up, then it kind of looks like you have like a pyramid effect, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know. And that's just what I think. And then we're just going to put that right on there, just like that. So what do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful? Let me get a piece of I'm still here. I'm just over here. I'm looking for an extra piece. I don't want to run out to the to my other table to get my cardstock, so I might just cut a piece really fast if you guys are okay with that. Well, let me see. I guess I'm really giving you no choice. Welcome to my world today. No, I'm just playing with you guys. I really am cutting a piece really, really fast. Just for the inside of this card. Okay. Thanks, you guys, for your patience. Okay, so there we go. So I've just cut a piece real quick that is 5 by 3 3/4, and it's going to go on the inside of our card. It's going to layer in there just like that. If you wanted to step this up even another notch, you could layer it with another Seaside Spray cardstock. Or you could just not, like I'm doing. So then the sentiment again is, may memories of yesterday comfort you today. So I need to block that up. And I'm looking at the time and I'm like, my son is supposed to keep an eye out for her, but I know he's playing his video game, and so you guys, those of you who have teenage sons and daughters and stuff that play, you know how that goes. Okay, so I am going to use Night of Navy, and I'm going to have to stand up so that I can see what I'm stamping and how straight I'm stamping. Okay. I think I stamped it crooked, but it'll be all right. Not too bad. Okay, so there we go. And then what I could do is, instead of stamping a Night of Navy, since our sentiment is in Night of Navy, we could pull in our sea foam and we could take this little tulip right here. So you have a tulip bud, a full-blown grown tulip, and then like a teenager tulip right here. So we're going to use our teenager tulip, and we're going to use our stem. So I'm going to bring back in my Pear Pizzazz, and you know what? No, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put it right down here. Or, I'm thinking, I don't know how I want to do this. I'm thinking maybe I could just stamp that. Or I could, matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to stamp this. I stamped it off so that it's a little bit lighter, because that's where you're going to do your writing. So you don't want it too dark unless you just really like it dark. I'm going to do the large tulip. And I'm going to do it in Seaside Spray. I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to stamp it off again to see if I like that. I might stamp it off. I'm going to stamp it 2 times. So 1 and 2. And then I'm going to come in and it's going to go, I can't see. I don't want to put my head in the camera. I'm standing up again. Okay, so there we go. Just like so. Oh my gosh, you guys are leaving comments and I am... Thank you. Hey, Victor. That's my husband, you guys, so he's probably trying to figure out why I just called him Victor. I mean, he only gets called Victor when he's in the doghouse. I'm only teasing. It's just so hard when you look up and you see the person's whole name, and that's just what comes to mind. Okay, so there we go. I am going to adhere this into the inside of the card, and then it is ready for your signature and any kind of special thing that you want to write in there. And then also, if you wanted to put some scripture that would pertain to a sympathy card, you guys remember how I did that. You can use your dies and frame it up and make it pretty, or you could just print it off and just cut it straight and just stick it down there, or you could just write it in your card. But anyway, so that's it. I hope you guys like it. Something quick and simple. That got twisted on me. There we go. All right. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me from the bottom of my heart. Also, if you live local and you, I have a class tonight and I still have a little bit of room. So if you'd like to come, just message me. It's at 6:30. And also, don't forget, we're in full swing with celebration. So with every $50 before tax and shipping that you purchase, you get to choose a celebration item. And there's some really, really cool things in there. And it's also going to be getting a list of some new things that are going to be coming out in February, which starts tomorrow, but I'm not quite sure when the new listing is going to come out. Everything else will still carry over in the celebration brochure. There'll just be new items added, and I can't wait to see what they are. I heard there's going to be some dies that coordinate with some of the other stamp sets, so that's really awesome. And also, don't forget, the best starter kit out there is going on right now. So for $99, free shipping, you get to choose $125 worth of product, your choice, plus you get a 48-piece pack of designer series paper that I've showed you guys. I'll probably post a pic of it, and the mini trimmer, which is absolutely adorable and is so awesome. And that's not it. You also get to choose a free stamp set of your choice too. So it doesn't even matter. There's not a price limit on that. So that is really awesome. And one more thing, you get a paper pumpkin with that as well. So I'd really love to have you on our team. So if you're thinking about it and you have any questions, please just don't hesitate to contact me, because I would really love to answer your questions. And if you have any questions about ordering or Stampin' Up or my classes or anything like that, please just message me, contact me. You can email me at spongeandstamp@hotmail.com. You can message me here on Facebook. So I would love to help you. So again, you guys, thank you so very much for joining me. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye. Bye.